Alright, so let's talk about Roman cancels. In this game, right, there are 4 different types of Roman cancels. There's red, purple, yellow, blue. All of them cost 50 tension, right? All of them, all 4. So what's important in this game, especially that you need to know 50 tension is the cost for a bar in this game, for RC, right? So those 2 little cogs at the bottom represent if you have 50 meter. So they're important. So like if you're below 50 bar, right? I'm just shy of 50, so there's no gauges on screen. But if I walk forward, right, it comes up. So keep an eye on that while you play. It's important. So you'll know you'll have resources to use the RC system. So you're gonna be done with all 3 buttons besides dust. You cannot use dust to do the RC because it's tied to burst. So you can do kick, you can do punch, you can do slash or heavy slash. Usually most Guilty Gear players, so I play on stick, so if you play on pad, you'll probably have a button dedicated to Roman cancel. But if you're on stick, usually most Guilty Gear players would do the bottom button and then the top 2, or like all 3 top. But it's a little more consistent if you do the bottom one and the top 2, because your thumb and your top 2 fingers will hit it. And also, all the RC systems, all the RCs have to be activated within a circle. So right here, all right, you see the circle? If the opponent isn't in the circle, it will not count. You won't get the slowdown effect that all the RC systems also have. So you see right there, this little timer, that means she's like in slowdown. So she basically will move in slow motion until the timer runs out. But it's pretty quick. Lasts like a second or 2. So you have to be in range for the RC to work. You see how Soul has like a shadow behind him? That means I'm moving forward. So if you tap forward or if you press the dash button and hold forward, it will give you that. You're gonna do it backwards too. You see the little after shadow on that one. You can do it in the air as well. You see, in the air you can also do it. So in the air or on the ground, you can do it with the red. I think you would do it with the blue, but I don't remember exactly. I have to double check on that. So let's talk about red first. So red is a pretty basic one. It's basically your combo extender, RC. So when you have an opponent hit stun or block stun, you can cancel the recovery of any move, even some supers, right? I think most supers. That gives you, and it gives you high frame advantage. So if I were to do this, right? See how it doesn't combo? It gives you the blue beat, which means it's not a real combo. But if I were to RC here, it'll pop them up. It'll actually combo. There's also a hidden RC within the red one is basically fast run cancel. You can, if you press a button really quickly in the middle of the red RC, it will cancel the slowdown effect. So you won't get this, right? So if I did this and just pressed it, right, it'll give you the slowdown. May's like stun in the air. But if I press a button really quickly after the red RC, it'll cancel the slowdown and just get a button. So you get like different kind of combos with this. You have to like play around with your character and see what you can do. So in hit stun, right, you got a combo, and block stun, you can get different types of pressure. So if I set him to ult guard. So if I do something like this, right, it's like a pretty basic one with Soul. I can slow down, I'm in the air, right? You see how this move for Soul lingers in the air? So I can choose to do the slowdown and kind of fake it, or I can do the fast and it'll work. It'll give you like a little bit of a high-low. It's not great, but it's like a small example you can do. This is a small example, but that's basically red RC. And it hits stun, block stun. You can cancel the recovery of the moves and you get high frame advantage for combos and block stun. So purple, right? Purple's pretty similar to red. It will cover the recovery of the move, but it is more to save yourself, basically. So like, let's say it's Mei, what's a dash, right? She did this. and I were to do Gunflame, right? I get punished. But I can use the 50 meter to save myself by pressing RC in the middle of my Gunflame. So it'll cut the recovery that you're already in. So like, of course you still have some recovery like while you're in the Gunflame, but you get to save yourself from getting punished. So now I get to block the Mei jump H, and I don't get punished for it. And it also can work for search like this. So like if I'm too far, and it's not like Mei gets out of block stun from this button, and I do the Gunflame, right? It'll be purple also. So it's just a basic way to save yourself from getting punished, and it's pretty similar to Red RC. It's just a delayed version of it. Instead of doing it like instantly out of block stun or hit stun, it's just you get it like in the later active frames of your moves, pretty much. So the blue one is tricky. So it's tricky to like apply because it's kind of new to Guilty Gear. It's basically what it does is it happens when you're doing nothing, essentially. If you have no blocks or hit stun on you, right? You're not doing any blocks or hit stun, it'll just become blue RC. So you can do it during movement, you can do it just standing still, you just can't be doing moves. If you do moves or anything into it, it won't work. Or buttons either. It'll always be purple. If you do nothing, you get blue. However, this is pretty good for mix-ups. There are some good examples that I really can't show you because I don't know them with Soul, but you can time it in a way where you recover from your move, essentially. Millie has a good example, but you can recover from the move and it'll come out as blue. So I'll allow you to apply different kinds of mix-ups. So like, you can do air dash mix-up with this. Like let's pretend like this is blue, right? Because I don't really know like any way to do it for blue. You get to air dash here. Millie has a move that kind of does this pretty well. Or like off of jump cancelable normals you can do it. I know that. So like jump cancel normal, you're out of recovery because you jump canceled it, so you're not, there's no recovery in the normal. You jump, you get blue RC. So the application is still kind of new, we don't know what to do with it yet, but it happens when no blocks or hit stun is occurring. And finally, the yellow one. So the yellow, right? The yellow is a defensive RC. It's different in other games. So in Exert, yellow was like this, right? It was like purple, except it cost 25 bar. It was insane. But yellow means a totally different thing in this game. Yellow basically is your, it's like your alpha counter, your dead angle, your guard cancel, your V reversal. It's your defensive mechanic, essentially. So out of block stun, you can use yellow, and they'll be put in slowdown, and they'll kind of get pushed back. So let me do it with a bigger button so you can have a better example. So you can see like the pushback. So you see how it just kind of falls back? So basically, I don't know what the frame that is, but it's not their turn anymore, right? They're not plus, essentially. Is it good or bad? Who knows, honestly. I know some people thought it was pretty bad in the last beta. And especially with characters with like Soul, who have like DPs and get fat combos off of like DP RC. You don't know like when exactly you'll use it, but that's what it does. It is defensive RC, still costs 50 bar. You press all 3 buttons to get it. You don't have to hold a direction. It's not like other alpha counters where you have to kind of like hold back and press forward. You can just hold back. Hold back or down back and just get it. I'll show you. You do not have to do anything special. So you see? I'm just holding back. I'm not holding back or forward. I can hold straight back and just get it. You just press all 3 buttons like all the other RCs in the game. So keep in mind, right? For the Roman cancel system in Strive, it is different in other Guilty Gears. So all the other Guilty Gears have different styles of RC. This game has 4, some games have 2, some games have 3. And it's also early in the lifespan of the game, so like I'm in beta right now as we're recording this game, recording this video. So, you know, things will develop. So I don't have all the answers to RC, but that's basically what they do, essentially. All 4 of them in a basic example. Application-wise, you'll have to wait and find out. So what we do with them.